Okay, we got this Christian TikToker is why I hate Christianity by the man Doku D.
Here and make this very clear to the
Gonna see what he
LGBTQ
talking
plus
about.
nonsense. Stop making videos trying to appeal to me. I'm not going to support your cause.
I'm talking about insufferably
Bro.
and stupid.
Yeah,
The stupidest in the world will look
Yeah,
no
bro,
further and
religion
have
is
no
stupid.
doubt because I have found
God
the
believers
stupidest
are pretty
individual
stupid.
on planet Earth. Hold on.
And irrational.
Oh, you
I
better
don't care.
believe it, buddy. I mean, just watch this.
I'm not going to support your cause. I used to when I was in the world before I came into the truth because I didn't know no better. But now, let me tell you something. I don't approve of nothing Jesus says signed up.
Oh, shut all that
Bro.
shit up. And don't trust
Jesus.
me, you still don't know shit.
Jesus wasn't
But wait,
real.
don't go. We still
The
have so
story.
much more to learn. So, let's get into it.
2,000-year-old story. Homo sapiens have been on Earth for about 300,000 years. How does that make sense? How can Jesus be the all great God when he's only been around for 2,000 years? Like, come on now. We've been
What's going
around
on, y'all?
longer. Humans
What's going on, y'all?
predate
My name is
religion.
Dr. D.
So how can religion be right?
Today, we're going to be
Use your
talking about
brains.
this creator, TikTok creator called Shy Forever. To paint you a picture, this is an individual under religious psychosis in every
Oh,
sense
Lordy.
of the word. She made a video denouncing her support for the LGBTQ community because of Christianity, because Jesus doesn't co-sign homosexuality.
Apparently.
And Jesus doesn't co-sign trans people, trans
Apparently.
identities. This is obviously a very disgusting and depraved take, a very stupid thing. But before I go any further, I just want to say, that nigga Jesus.
I
and
agree. And you can say that because he's not real. And even if he was real, so what? I can say fuck whoever I want to say fuck.
you, bruh. I am so sick of ignorant ass niggas coming online and morally.
It's like, do religious people use their brains at all? Like, is there any rational thinking that goes on inside religious people's brains? The fact that y'all worship somebody and something that is not proven at all, like there's no proof that any of this ever happened or whatever. Like, come on, bro.
Positing themselves as if your shit is the truth. Stop saying you know the truth. Stop saying you know. You don't know shit.
You don't know
You have
anything.
faith. That's the point.
Faith,
And let me
like-
make this clear right now.
And faith is belief without proof. How can you believe something without proof? And faith is only applied to religion and God. There's nothing else in real life that you can believe without proof. Like nothing. If I say I did something, you're going to say, show me some proof. But with God, no proof. I don't have to see him, feel him, hear him, touch him, anything. I don't need real history. I don't need anything. He's just real.
If your faith,
And his word
whoever's
is all.
watching this, if your faith supersedes your love for people, if you find yourself thinking you're a chosen one while people overseas starve and die and get bombed and crazy shit, people not overseas in the US are homeless, starve and die of sickness and can't afford this and can't afford that, but you're thanking God because you found your keys this morning, and you're thanking God because
Bro,
wash
people be thanking God for stuff they work for. Like a motherfucker will work 12-hour shifts for a whole year to buy a house and then thank God, even though they work for that. God didn't do nothing. You did that. Like, come
the
on.
dishes wasn't as bad as you thought it was
You
going to
worked
be,
for it.
that he held your hand or whatever if your faith has you look at other people and say what they're doing is wrong when they're doing it with other consenting adults, it's between them and they're not
Literally,
hurting
they're not doing
anybody.
anything to
If your
anybody.
faith does any of those things or anything
And-
related to that,
And if it does, your faith is evil. It's evil.
get the fuck off my channel. You're a piece of I don't want you
Literally.
here, bro. I don't want you here. Fuck yeah, I'm virtue signaling. I'm sick of giving Christianity respect.
Really, like, why do we have to respect Christianity so much? Christianity don't respect nobody else. Christianity is what white people use to subjugate black people. That's how they justify it. So why do we gotta respect this stupid ass religion? Because it's American? Fuck America too.
As if that's what you need to love people. When you just could just love
You can
people
just love people. You can literally just love people. You can have empathy, sympathy. Man, come on.
without Christianity. We don't need this
Like,
fake,
that's why
stupid-
all the best people in the world are atheists and the worst people are religious, because religion is poison, man.
to mix in the waters and confuse people and all this other shit. Have faith in your fellow man. If we all had faith in each other, the way some niggas have faith in Jesus, a nigga they've never seen, touched, but oh my God, your family member
And
did.
there's no real picture of him. Like, there's pictures of Jesus, but there's different depictions of Jesus. But other historical figures, there's not different depictions of him. It's just one certain, or not one certain, but one picture of him, because that's who he was, or he or she. But not with Jesus. There's a black Jesus, there's a brown Jesus, a white Jesus. Y'all can't even decide what this man looked like, but he's real. Come on now.
and died
Like, use
while
your
thousands of
brains.
others did. You get this, while millions of other people didn't.
The fact that there's an Old Testament and a New Testament should also be fishy too, because shouldn't God's word be timeless? Why does God need an updated word with the New Testament? Yeah, because religion is basically it's a reflection of human values at the time. Like that's what it is.
But God is real, and
that's why God is empathetic and good now. But back in the day, God was wrathful, but he's good now because people now are good. Are somewhat good. You know, people nowadays aren't just going around chopping heads off at a mass rate like that. I said at a mass rate, at a rapid rate like they was back in the day, back thousands of years ago. That's what the God in those books was doing, killing people.
Experience miracles. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm sick of giving Christianity respect. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of it because of the damage it's caused. I'm sick of it for all the good things that have happened that Christianity takes credit for instead of people who work to make this shit happen. Literally. And I'm sick of it because of people like this.
Like people like black people, for example, talk about God freeing us and God this, God that. God don't like black people if God is real because, well, Jesus Christ in specific, because they had us praying to God as slaves for 250 years. But if we're praying to the same God as the slave master, then doesn't that mean that the God favors the slave master? And people talk about God being the reason why we're free. No, we're the reason why we're free. And us being free was inevitable because we were going into the Industrial Revolution. So we were going to be free regardless. Come on now. And then the Reconstruction period, Jim Crow, war on drugs. It's obvious God, whoever this God is, Jesus Christ, whatever, doesn't like black people, apparently.
People get comfortable about disrespecting the identities of thousands and millions of people and their struggles and their heartaches and minimizing their experience, their sexuality down to its lust, down to its perversion, all because of you can't even prove exist. You felt the shiver down your spine one time while whatever the fuck was happening to you, and that means God exists. And so now it's okay for you to follow that Bible to a T and be homophobic,
a man-made
be transphobic,
Bible, by the way.
Not even do the research. You don't even do no fucking research. You just think you know shit that you haven't researched about. You don't know what gender affirming care is. You don't know what gender dysphoria is. You don't know about any of that shit. But you just talk. Because you never wanted to know. You just wanted to hate. That's all you ever gave
Literally.
about.
That's all religion gives you an excuse to do is be hateful.
Stop pretending like your take has any amount of authority to it when your only fucking backing is faith. I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of it, bruh. I have no more tolerance for Christianity.
When people start going on and on and on about religion and God and all this, bro, I cannot hear that shit. I lose my mind.
I just don't. I really don't. Even the people that don't get to this point that still support and do good things, why lend your identity to Christianity, something with so much disgusting shit? I'm not going to sit and act like there's nothing good about Christianity, but why even...
Yeah, definitely. If it wasn't for Christianity, there would be a lot more crazies, but y'all need that threat that y'all are going to go to hell and burn forever in order to act right. So are y'all really right? A lot of Christians, because why do y'all need fear to act right? Like, can't y'all just act right like certain people do, like atheists do? We're just right people, atheists. We're empathetic. We're kind. You know what I'm saying?
Bother with all this disgusting shit in Christianity when you could just not be a Christian. Why would you ever want to associate yourself with something like this?
And then the only reason you're a Christian is because you was born into a Christian nation. If you was born in Iran, you would be Muslim, or anywhere in the Middle East, you would be Muslim. If you was born in India, you'd be a Hindu. Like, come on now.
And God instructs the Israelites to spare young women who have not had
relations
in Numbers 31 to 18 states, but save for yourselves every girl who has never slept with a man. Or another translation, but all the women children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. Another translation, but keep alive for yourselves all the young girls who have not known a man intimately. So for obvious reasons, I don't need to tell you why that's wrong, but also, why would you want to be associated with something that permits slavery? Exodus 21, 1 through 23. When a man strikes his slave, male or female, with a rod, and the slave dies under his hand, he shall be avenged. But if the slave survives a day or two, he is not to be avenged, for the slave is his money. Another translation, and if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall be surely punished. Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money.
And this right here, this is all a reflection of human values when they wrote this. This is not some divine man or whatever telling you this, bro.
Testament, Old Testament, it just changes forms. God's not supposed to change anyway.
Literally, like whatever God says, it's supposed to be timeless. It's not supposed to change, but it changed because humans made it.
Not trying to hear it.
Humans
but
changed.
With that, we're gonna watch some of this video, and I'm gonna interject here and there.
Yeah, I know
and
this
address
video is
whatever
gonna be
garbage
crazy.
points she has to make.
I know it's gonna be crazy.
Let's start it.
Let me just come on here and make this very clear to the LGBTQ plus nonsense. Stop making videos trying to appeal to me. I don't care, because this is the bottom line. I'm not going to support your cause. I used to when I was in the world, before I came into the truth, because I didn't know no better.
The truth.
But now, let me tell you something.
How can it be the truth if the truth can't be backed up by
I
anything?
don't approve of nothing Jesus ain't signed off. I am not going to support your cause.
All I wanted to say about
I
this is imagine being such a yes man, disgusting coward that you grovel to the feet of some dude you can't even prove exists. Doesn't matter about the struggles of people. You don't approve of nothing Jesus doesn't co-sign without question. You just follow like cattle. You are, bro. If there's one thing I hate, it's a coward, bro. A coward like this that just follows. You don't think to question. You don't think to research. You don't think to empathize. You just follow, hoping and praying.
That's the majority of the world. NPCs.
I'm gonna tell you right
Literal
now,
NPCs.
you're not going where you think you're going. This ain't the flex you think it is either. It's disgusting. This shit pisses me off so much because people have taken their lives over the amount of hatred they have gotten for being who they are, for simply being who they are, right? And the people who have pushed out this hatred, some of them, not all of them, some of them.
This is a good video. This stuff doesn't make me mad, really. It just reaffirms my confirmation bias that religious people, that there's something wrong with them, man, really. And a lot of them move out of fear. It's really fear that they move out of because, you know, nobody knows what comes next after we die. Well, when we die, most likely it's going to be nothingness like it is when you sleep because your brain is dead. And when your brain is dead, you're not conscious because your consciousness is just brain activity, literally. So when you die, there's going to be nothing. But most people don't want to accept that. So they want to cling on to some religion that tells them that they're going to live this afterlife and you know, see everybody that they ever loved or knew in the afterlife, and it's going to be great as long as you follow these rules. And if you don't follow these rules, you're going to go to hell and burn forever. People don't want to go to hell and burn forever. They want to go to the afterlife and frolic and have fun and, you know, live forever. So of course they're going to follow the rules, but it don't make sense, man. Like, use your head, be rational. But I'm out though. This was a good video by Doku D, even though I didn't watch the whole thing at all. I just wanted to go on a rant. I saw Christianity and that spiked my interest, so I'm out.